Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. Today we are doing some free live oracle readings, and we're going to do some donation tarot readings. So if you would like a tarot reading, please donate below. You can do that through PayPal, Cash.app, or through the super chat. And we are going to begin with a general message and to see what wants to come through. You're going to just check one thing. So, hi, Moon Sun. Welcome. We are going to do a general reading, and then we will get into some free oracles. We are using the Moonology cards today, as we are still in that full moon energy, because it was just last night, about 7 o'clock, almost 8 o'clock my time. So we were definitely in it. When Dave and I got up to meditate this morning, we were able to see the moon. So it was very, very bright and shiny in the sky. So, so what are the current energies going on? Okay, so we get the first card is Go For It, Reach for the Moon. Then we get the card of Moon Memories, the Past. And then Moonbeams, which is the card of Focus. And I'll say when I did my reading last morning, that Focus card was in my reading as well. And then we get the card of Drawing Down the Moon, which is Knowledge. Are you looking at the past and gaining the knowledge from that? Because when you can look at that energy of the past and not have an emotional connection to it, it becomes wisdom and knowledge, and then you can use that energy for your highest and greatest good, which is always an awesome thing. And we're going to get some tarot. So if you've been wanting to really do something, but the past is kind of holding you back, reach for it, go for it today. Do something different. Do, what's going to make you happy? What are you trying, to learn? What are you trying to, where is your focus? So the current energy, the Eight of Swords, and that's definitely about looking at where is your focus? Are you focusing on the good things, or are you focusing on the things that make you worry? And that's crossed by the Four of Wands. So that could, that Four of Wands is a twin flame card. So are you focusing on that person? Are you focusing on that person's not doing the work? Or are you focusing on, I'm doing the best and I'm going to see them for the best because they are going to mirror me? And that's so true. The foundation is the Hermit, about really seeing this relationship from a higher place. Or are you making a decision about moving? Because sometimes that Four of Wands can also be about a move. So are you looking at moving somewhere that would be for your highest and greatest good, somewhere that would give you a little more stability and freedom? If you're thinking about it, go for it. The recent past is the Page of Pentacles, which is about finding your balance, finding the stability, being the messenger in the physical. Pages are messengers. The Pentacles are the physical. Are you grounding your energy into the planet? Are you, I want to bring in the highest vibration, and I want to share that with all I come in contact with. The headspace is the moon, which is, that Cancer energy, that mother energy. Also, that goes back to that Four of Wands energy. How was your relationship with your mother, and how is that being mirrored in your life currently? Sometimes we don't want to think about the past of that, but like, what is your mom's story? And look at how that relates to you. And do you want to take it to a higher elevated place? Because each generation should, progress. So are you taking it to a new place? Are you having new inspiration with that Page of Wands? We feel like when you look at this cycle and the pattern, it's going to give you brand new freedom. My mom did this, and that's not what I want to do. I want to have the intention and in focus to do something that's for my highest good. The current environment is the Chariot, which is definitely about moving forward. We have 3 majors already, which is saying this is being very divinely guided as part of your path, part of your healing, part of the next phase for you. Are you ready to leave the past behind and walk to the door towards, your highest and greatest good? How other people see you, the Two of Pentacles, maybe they don't understand the decisions you're making. They're, you know, maybe you've pulled your energy back and are just really working on you. And and that's great. Keep doing it. Keep working on you to, get you to that place. You have to make the choice. Are you worth it? Are you worth the time and energy to work on what you need to learn to move you forward? Are you willing to do that? Because the Hopes and Fears card is that Eight of Pentacles, which is about doing the work in the day to day. Are you daily looking at what do I need to focus on? What cycle do I not want to bring forward in my life anymore? What do I want to set myself free from? And we get the card of the outcome is the Six of Cups, which is about that energy from the past coming back around. It's here. Are you looking at it in a different way? Are you ready to say, I'm going to take the wisdom, as we said in the beginning, when you can take a situation and talk about it without the full emotion overtaking you, you have gained the knowledge and the wisdom in that situation, which we feel is what it's calling for right now. If you are in a twin flame relationship and you are not in union, just know there is a reason. And as you do that deep dive and inner work, your person is doing that same thing. The underlying energy is the Ten of Wands, about letting the baggage go, the judgment, let the judgment of yourself go. I should have known better. I should have done something different. I should have, or that word should not exist in our vocabulary. It's a self-defeating word. Honestly. So he says a self-defeating word. And it's time to let go of your self-judgment, do the healing work, and because that is your part of the mission. In Five of Wands, a lot of times there's different things. In this one, they're all doing, they're all getting to that ultimate goal, which is what we're all doing on this ascension path. We're moving up that ascension leveling. Are you doing that? Are you gaining the clarity? Are you finding the wisdom in your situations? If you have a cycle that keeps happening, say, I am attracting that energy. Where is that energy coming from? Like, what is it coming from? And we feel like it's coming from the mother energy with that moon in the headspace there. And then we get the card of family karma, which is ancestral karma and generational karma, and the card of creativity spark. Dive deep into that project. The time is now. Look at your mother's cycles and her patterns in her life and find gratitude and appreciation for her. It is the highest vibration. She was just doing the best she could do with what she was taught. She was repeating the cycle from her parents. That's what we do. We are programmed, and then we repeat that cycle, and we evolve generation by generation. But now you can end this. You can end this for yourself, for your children, for your ancestors. You can heal this like right now by taking the action of, let's take a deep dive. Let's look at the pattern and let's pull the emotion out of it, and let's just find the knowledge. Like, it's really saying, it's a good time to be in this King of Swords energy. Find the knowledge. Under that is the Temperance card and then the Boundaries card. So call in Archangel Michael, ask him to help you set the boundaries. Say, I would like to know, I would like to understand this pattern. I want to see how I am also part of this pattern and how I am perpetuating this pattern. Because as you take it and take a step back from the emotional part of it and look at the wisdom, what is this showing me? It's showing me I'm being a people pleaser. It's showing me that I'm not worthy. It's showing me that I don't expect much from others. What is this pattern showing you? Because it's really, really important on whatever the pattern is trying to show you at this time to move things forward. But we definitely feel it's a pattern from the mother energy. So look at your mother energy, that mother, mother, grandmother energy. Look at that and see, where is the pattern, and where do you fit into that pattern? So we are gonna thank you, Dave, for thank you, Dave, for moderating as you can and as we need it. We are gonna just do says slow it down. So we're going to just take a minute, take a few breaths, shuffle a little, and then we are going to get some questions. Anyone that's here, let us know. And Celia just calls whoever she is guided to call. And Celia, if you don't know, is my guide. Hi, Corinne. How are you? Good to see you this morning. Somehow I knew you were going to be on. Celia said, we knew. She said, we knew you were going to be here. So, how have you been feeling? Yeah, earlier Dave's like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I'm going to go do a live. Missed you too. We did Florida. It was a glorious time with the grandbaby. You know, my true favorite activity in the whole wide world. Playing with her, especially at the beach. So we're going to shuffle a little. And today we are doing free oracles. And if you'd like a tarot, we ask that you donate to the channel. You can do PayPal, Instagram, Cash.app, PayPal, Cash.app, or Super Chat if you like a tarot reading. And Moon Sign, you were the first here. So we're going to, yes, you can ask a question. And we're going to get you an oracle card. Corinne, did you do anything fun over the weekend? Yeah, what have you been up to? The Gemini readings have been very, very interesting. We feel like Gemini is getting ready to have a really strong energy. Uranus is going to move into Gemini, and communication with everybody is going to change. Corinne, you're a Libra, air sign. I think you're a Libra. So he says air sign. That's going to really affect all of you because it'll be in like trining to that energy. Definitely be highlighted. Oh, Gemini. I was like Gemini, then I heard Libra. So where do you have Libra? Because we feel like whatever is in Libra is going to be strongly affected by this Uranus too. If you have anything in those air signs, because that is strong energy. She says it is the Tower energy. So are you, like we just had it conjunct Jupiter in Taurus. So like we're going to start seeing a lot of expansion. Thank you, Corinne. So we're going to get Moon, Sun, Capricorn feelings. Well, the first card you get is the Ring Around the Moon, which is protection. And then you get self-regulation, which is the Exalted Moon. But in this moon, there's a rainbow there. So I feel like, and there's also a bull there. So I feel like, you know, it's saying maybe there's been a little time, but, you know, we feel like we are in Taurus season. So we feel like you could get new communication. And in the past, it was about, you know, sometimes we have quiet time so we can work on ourselves. So if you're having a quiet time from your person, no, it's for you to self-reflect. And then we get the void moon. Do nothing. Don't pursue them. Don't think about them. If you want to do anything, say things you're grateful for them about, and then let it go. Know that they're working on their own stuff. And if you're not doing anything and just kind of waiting for them, they're going to do the same thing because they're going to mirror you. All of our relationships mirror us. So if you want to feel like a new love for that person, feel love for yourself and like really like put it out there, Moon, Sun, and see the change. Like focus on your self-love, like for the next week, like really amp it up, like do the things that make you feel good and see if there's not a change. We've been meditating and I see all sorts of change in my life. So Corinne, do you have a question? Thank you for donating. We greatly appreciate it as always. Nothing. Write a positive list about that person And that would be it. Like nothing. We're in that full moon was in Scorpio, which is about transformation. So as literally it says, the underlying thing, do nothing. Write a list of positive things if you want to do anything, and then be like, I'm glad they're working on themselves. Like find the gratitude in it. I'm glad this has given me time to see what I need to work on. Because there's something, if they're working on something, you got to work on it too. If they're having commitment issues, do a little journaling. Where is my level of commitment? Where, what do I desire in a commitment? What do I expect out of a commitment? And that general reading, Moon Sun, was about the mother pattern. So look at where your mother pattern is in a relationship, mother, grandmother, that feminine energy in relationships, and see it where the pattern is. Like, are you people pleasers? Are you overgivers? Where are you at with all that? She said the general reading would benefit greatly on the guidance for you. But no, right now we're in a time of really being in a period of transformation, like hugely, like every month Celia's like, look at where you are and look at where you were a month ago. I mean, and same for me. Like, I have been pretty consistent on doing my stuff here and on TikTok and trying to at least get my shorts out and trying to have some consistency, better than I was doing, especially on vacation. So like, where, what is your pattern? Like, that was my pattern. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to be a little more consistent at least and do a little something if I can't full bang into what I want to do. So anyway, so we are doing a general for Corinne for Corinne, have you been by the water recently? So you just like listen to the water. So I'm listening. So like, are you have you been down by the? She's very specific about the water. Have you been down by the water? Do you want to go to the water? What's the water connection? And you get the day moon, which is love. And you get the changes, Quicksilver moon. And the underlying energy is the yin moon, accept help. So how's love going, Corinne? Self-love. So he's like, self-love first. If you're trying to bring the other in, you have to be on the And honestly, we bought the Dr. Joe Dispenza thing, and of doing that, I can't wait to go to an in-person retreat to do that, to really like meditate with like 2,000 to 3,000 people. Is a very exciting thing for me. So where because I'm really working on opening my heart. And Corinne, how are you about opening your heart? Are you, in that feminine energy? Because we feel like you're in the masculine a lot, but it's asking you like, do you plant flowers? Do you ask for help? Because she's like, this one's strong. Like, ask for help. And the abundance card is underneath there. And like, where, I don't know. What is your expectation of a partner financially? What is your expectation of a partner, with helping, where are you at with that? We get the Judgment card, which is about seeing things in a different way. The Death card, that Scorpio moon. Are you ready to see love in a different way? Are you, we're going to ask you, what is your mother cycle with love? Like, two majors starting out, like super, with the Lovers and the Justice. So far, Corinne, we're at 4 majors. Out of 4. The Emperor. The Queen of Cups, which is about opening your heart. The World. So, Corinne, out of all these cards, the only card we have All the rest is this is being divinely guided, because majors are divine guidance. How other people see you, the Princess of Wands, as a messenger in the physical. Once again, Corinne, so you're saying you need to get out. Like, do you get out and talk to the, it's funny. We have, okay, we have a little tree out front. Well, it's a pine tree. And it was kind of doing, but Dave put a pond in, and he's got a little leak at the top of his pond. But what that's doing is that's given that tree new water. And you want to know how much new growth? Like, it's got so much new growth. I was telling him today, because there's little things on the ends of it. I'm like, look how happy that tree is. Like, and we feel like it's saying, this is green. This is about, are you getting out in nature? Because we feel like that's where major transformation and upgrade is going to happen. How are you about? Still about the water. Like, she's like, how are you about water emotions? How are you about expressing love to yourself? Do other people blatantly see your self-love? Like, because like she's standing like they're loud and proud. This is how fabulous I am. Or do you underplay yourself? The Tower. We were talking about the Tower in the beginning, about Uranus going into Gemini, and then we get the Eight of Pentacles, which is the work, and the work is about you opening your heart, the Queen of Pentacles. And we feel like being out in nature is going to really help that. And the underlying is the Seven of Swords, which is about walking away from the thoughts that don't serve you, literally. Any negative thought, ego-based thought. Then we get the Hierophant, the King of Cups, and the Seven of Cups, which is, just kind of waiting, and then the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck, which is about gaining the clarity on this. And you got so many cards that are like the upper chakras trying to like give you the message, like, so he says, open your heart. We get the Get Grounded card, which is my Sedona card. Corinne, we're going in December. I was trying to talk Dave into going to June because we're going to Vegas. I'm like, we ought to just go to Sedona for the week in June that I had originally wanted to do. So, Corinne, something about getting grounded. Take a walk, soak up the sun, put your feet on the earth, and the Twin Flames card. So, we feel like your person, Corinne, is trying to come in as you open your heart, like, and that starts with the self-love, and is it evident how much, are you dating yourself? Do you love yourself? Are you? So he's like, love yourself, and the balance of the masculine and feminine, because we have the Emperor here, but we don't have the Empress here. We have the World here, and she looks really pretty in that. Very awakened and connected. So keep doing the work, and we think there's going to be like a really fast, sudden change for you, Corinne. In the next month, so you're saying, like, in this month, if you need some healing, reach out and get, do a little healing. Maybe even find like some kind of outdoor yoga, or sit out and meditate and be very grounded. We feel like it's going to help. Taking the time for you to do that shows you your self-love. Like, if you say, I'm too busy, I don't have time to go sit in the park and meditate, that's when you definitely need to go do it. Like, person's trying to come in, we feel soon. Once again, soon. Soon. So, Corinne, thank you for donating. We greatly appreciate it. Definitely feels like divinely guided. You got 8 majors on the table. Like, that tree outside is a metaphor for you. You need to water yourself. Like, I wish I'm going to have to take some pictures. Like, that tree, Dave was talking about cutting it down. But since it's gotten extra water, like it's got brand new life just through the water, which is, water has memory. Water, is emotions. And it's a place for you to take the time to do that. Like honor yourself, because love is trying. We feel like coming in with the Emperor there, the twin flame card, the love card. So we feel like huge change coming. Like all of the current energy, every one of those is majors. Like this person you have a contract with, they are coming in as you get in this Queen of Cups. And I'm really working on that with myself. So I got the window open so I can hear Dave's stream going. And with that, like that tree has such new growth from watering it, and we will have such new growth from watering us. So spend some time watering you, Corinne. And thank you for the donation. We greatly appreciate you. Yes, absolutely. Like, same for my family. Like completely, I understand that. And I'm like working towards that as well. But like truly, as you water yourself, you're going to see the new growth. So I love when I get little messages like that to see. We are, oh, yeah, for me, for a long time, like we were in a patriarchal society, but that is changing, like hugely. And that's because we gave our power away. Like, call it back. Like, when I do that, when I'm upset at somebody, I'm like, I gave them my power, dang it, we went to, when we were in Sedona, we went to a little thing, a drum circle. And there was a lady kind of instructing everybody. And she says, it's, being in the pocket. And when you mess up, it's called being out of the pocket. But if you wait a minute, you can catch up and get right back into the pocket. And you can do that with your emotions when you're not taking care of yourself as well. You're just a little out of pocket, and you can put yourself right back in by having the awareness of it. Like, but yeah, definitely ancestor healing right now. Yeah, me too. Good for you, Corinne. Because I healed a lot of stuff before Dave and I got together. Because it would have. I'm glad I'm not healing some of that now. But Dave and I are still working on things every single day. I mean, truly every day. And when you get with that person, it's, life is a journey together then. It's like the work of it together. You are very welcome, Corinne. Thank you for donating. Greatly appreciate you. Have a most excellent day. Sky blessings. What does the near future tell for Roger and Chisholm? Okay. Well, you get the card of the abundance card and the card of shadow work. So there's some shadow work that needs to be done for the full abundance of this to come together. And then we get the card underlined of the moon madness, which is avoid drama. So if you're having some energy, any kind of negative energy with this person, don't tell nobody. Don't talk about it. Like, the worst thing you can do is talk to somebody and get their advice, because don't do it. Trust me. Keep it with yourself. Do some journaling. And look at the shadow work, like we were just talking about, that mother, grandmother pattern energy of relationship. We feel like it applies to you as well, Sky blessing. So in the end, we feel like it's going to come out and be a really good card. That abundance card is, a pretty good energy, but you have to avoid the drama. And Damini, we will get a card for you. Have a wonderful day. So Damini, a card for you. Okay, and we get the dark side of the moon, which is mystery. We get the cut your losses, the moon in detriment. And then we get the Quicksilver, which is the changes card. And the underlying energy is the card of abundance. So is there something that's kind of being difficult for you? Because that feels like, kind of like Capricorn energy. Like you have to work hard. And you don't. If you think you got to work hard, you're going to have to. Because as soon as you change and know that through your energy, you can solve whatever is, giving you a hard time, it's going to come out in a positive way. And then the card under that is embrace uncertainty, which is definitely true. Sometimes we have to go into the unknown. And sometimes that cutting your losses is, what's not serving you. Anything that's kind of being hard for you, hey, source, I'm going to give this to you. Can you work on this? I'm going to focus on being my best me. I'm going to change my focus and change your focus to you. To what lights you up and excites you about the unknown. What part of your spiritual path are you working on? Where in your spiritual path are you working? And anyone else that would like a card, please just drop us a comment. Let us know you're here. We call as my guide, Celia, decides. Thank you, Dave. You are very welcome. Arpita, hello. How are you today? I am doing really well. Getting back in the swing of things. Would you like a card? Do you have a question? We are doing free oracles, or you can donate for a tarot reading. Yeah, you get the card of self-regulation, which is the exalted moon, and that feels like that energy we're in right now, and that Taurus energy. We are in Taurus. We are feeling the luck of the energy right now. We did just have, Jupiter and Uranus conjunct in Taurus. So what are you trying to expand? And self-regulate your spending. I hear from Celia. And talk to the moon, communicate about what you desire, and the void moon, do nothing. And the underlying energy is the full moon, which is forgiveness. So we feel like the overall energy is forgiveness. Know something good is going to come out of whatever current situation you have going on. Try to see and gain the wisdom of it. Go out and say, this is my situation. What is this trying to show me or teach me? And just gain the awareness of it. Meditate and, ask and then meditate. I know crazy to think you can get the answer that way, but you 1000% can. We all have that ability, just like I channel Celia. Everybody has the ability to get messages. So the full moon is really strong right now. So maybe tonight I would go out and, say what would you like to manifest? What are you trying to bring in? What guidance do I need? What steps do I need to take to do that? And then meditate and be surprised. Well, you won't be surprised, but you're going to get a lot of messages. Yes. That's what I do with Celia. I'm like, okay, what do I need to see in this situation, or what am I not seeing, or what other perspective can I see it at, or what is this, why is this happening, or whatever your question is. Ask and then meditate and then see what answer you get. A lot of times, if it doesn't sound like it's coming from a place of love, you can say, I asked my ego to step back. Literally, you can just have a step back. Like, I'm doing this. I'm getting a message from my higher self. I asked my ego to step back. We all have that higher self that's, not with us, not in the physical, but with us always. So know that that's always there for you. Like, that's part of Celia was telling me today. I am supposed to help more people see that they have the same thing I have with Celia. Like, she's just my higher self, my guidance. And that's how I communicate with her. Like, I told Dave, we did Dr. Joe meditations. I'm like, now I need my Celia time. I need to go meditate with her and get the messages I get from her, because it's a totally different experience than trying to do a guided meditation versus the meditation of connecting with her. So we hope that helps. Anyone else that would like a message, please just drop a comment. Let us know you're here. It looks like that may be everyone. So everyone, thanks for joining us today. I'm going to go work on the May monthlies. Everyone have a great day. Bye.